Now, the last thing that we need to cover when we're doing translation, and probably the most important to be fair, is the actual translation of content. In the first tutorial, we covered how to install languages and then make those languages available through Content Languages. And then, of course, in the next tutorial, we covered how to create a menu item for those languages. And we created one for Russian. You'll see here we have it turned off because we don't have a default menu item in Russian, which means that Russian won't display on the website until we're ready, until we have some content that we've translated. In the last tutorial, we covered translating modules, and you'll see here we have a number of modules available in English and Spanish. So the final tutorial that we're going to cover today is translating the physical content. Now, we use K2 to manage the content on the website, and you'll see here we have some content available in English and some content available in Spanish. So we're going to set up a new menu item in Spanish, and then we're going to translate that item into Spanish. If we just have a look at the website here, here's the English version, here's the Spanish version. You can see there are less menu items. We have Start, Academy and Programs, and on the English version we have a few more items. So we're going to translate Club. And if you'll remember from the second tutorial, we create the menu items, and these top items are just holders or spaces to display the drop-down menu. So we're going to make Club available in Spanish. So the first thing we do is we go to the menu. I tend to pick the English menu and then translate that into Spanish, and you see here we have Club in English. So I'm going to open that up, make a copy. Luckily, Club doesn't require translating because it's the same in English and Spanish. And we're going to set it to the Spanish menu. And it's a menu item root, which means it's at the top level of the menu. And then we set it to publish. And we say that we want it available in Spanish. And you'll see here it's a separator. So there's no article to translate or anything. We just make it available. Click Save and Close. And if we go to the Spanish version of the website and refresh, we'll see, go to the Spanish version, it helps. We'll see that Club is available, but it doesn't link to anything. So we'll go back to the English menu and we see Tournaments there. So we'll go to the Spanish menu. Now the English, and we'll see Club there. Go to the next page and then we see Tournaments. I'm going to open that up, save it as a copy, and I think Tournaments in Spanish is Torneos. Whoops. Get rid of the alias if you remember from the second tutorial, and we're going to put that on the Spanish menu, but it's not a menu item root, it's a sub menu item of Club, and we need to set that to published and set that to Spanish. The only thing now is we need to translate this K2 item, Tournaments. So I'm going to save and close this for now, and then go to the K2 items. And rather than go through pages and pages of K2 items, I'm just going to filter and say, show me anything titled Tournaments. And there we go, there's just one. Put a tick in the box there to select Tournaments, and then select Copy. And now we're going to edit that item. So get rid of the item alias, set it to published, and set the language to Spanish. So that's done. Obviously we need to translate the content, and we're going to do that later. Just click Save and Close. and then we need to go into the Spanish menu, and we open up Torneos, and you'll see here currently it links to the English item, Tournaments. So we just click Select, reset that, and you'll see there we have Torneos. Click Save and Close. Go back to the Spanish website, and you'll see under Club we have Torneos. There we go. Obviously we have to translate the module at the top as well so that it looks like the English website, but we covered that in the third tutorial. So all we need to do now is go into this K2 item, and we find Torneos, and then we translate that content in Spanish and save and close. And that's pretty much it. Hopefully with the first, second and third tutorial you'll be able to create the languages, create the menu items and translate any modules on the website. And this final tutorial just shows you how to close that loop and edit the actual content and translate the content for each page. If you need anything else, just get in touch.